What up, y'all? Chargers Truther coming to you March 29th, 2023. I'm kind of here to just do like an off-season March off-season wrap-up for the Chargers. Just kind of go over the moves we've made so far this off-season. Here I'm drinking some coffee. Yeah. All right. So, okay, here I have a little chart. I'll just go one by one. So the way I organize this, name, obviously, position, importance, like the impact I see these players that the impact they have on our team, how much they mean to us, and the net improvement on the right. So if we lose a good player, that's going to be a big loss. If we gain one, it's going to be a big net improvement. So, that's kind of just how I'm organizing that, set up this spreadsheet. So first of all, I got Easton Stick, backup quarterback. We re-signed him. I give him an importance of 3. This guy should never see the field, pretty much. Continuity for Herbert. You want to pay him to be Justin Herbert's friend, I guess. So yeah, very little importance to the team. This is negligible, I think. Okay, next guy, Trey Pipkins. We re-signed him to a 3-year deal, I think, $7 million per year. He's a tackle. I give this an importance of 8. He's a right tackle. It's a very important position. Good re-signing to keep this guy, I believe. I still want to improve on the offensive line, but this shows me that we're, have importance on the offensive line. Offensive line is obviously crucial. We were weak in the run game last season, so we want to get better, but definitely don't want to lose our starters. I just don't think that, is going to be very good for us. So yeah, good job re-signing Trey Pipkins. Next guy is Morgan Fox. This guy was a defensive end for us, 6.5 sacks last season. Good depth player, good rotational guy, I think, valuable. He's not really a starter maybe, but we gotta, it's a 53-man roster. You want the whole 53 men to be very good at what they do. So I give this guy an importance of 7. Good job re-signing him. Punter J.K. Scott, bringing him back. I think he was a pretty good punter. Give this an importance of 6. Pretty much all there is to say there. Same thing with Cameron Dicker, kicker. Give this an importance of 6. Keep that continuity. We had pretty good special teams last season, which is unusual for the Chargers. So keep that group together. I think that was pretty good move. Good job, Chargers. Good job, Tom Telesco. But here we go to the losses. First loss, Drew Tranquil, inside linebacker. I give him an importance of 7. He was our starter. Second most tackles on the team, I believe. I thought he deserved, a reward. But again, we were 28th ranked rush defense. He was our main inside linebacker. I could see us letting this guy walk, especially if we're getting Eric Kendricks, which I'll get to. So yeah, Drew Tranquil, I think we could eat this loss, but it's still a loss. We're still losing a good player. That's never good. Another one, Nasir Adderley, he retires. I give this an importance of 6. He was pretty much a starter, but not the most impactful guy. Drew Tranquil was obviously more impactful, I think. But still, solid player, solid depth, player. I give this an importance of 6, yeah. Happy retirement, Nasir, and wish you the best, bro. Next, DeAndre Carter. Pretty good receiver. He filled in. He had a lot of catches. He stepped up in big moments. For example, the Falcons, I think he had a lot of clutch catches there. Stepped up when Mike Williams and Keenan Allen were out. Give this an importance of 6. He's a depth receiver, productive, and we're gonna miss that. We're gonna have to replace that. Who knows when we're gonna target receiver? Maybe first round, maybe later in the rounds, maybe free agency. I don't really know, but this does have to be addressed. Next one, Matt Filer, the guard we cut. He was a starter. I know a lot of people wanted, to move on from him, as we did. Give this an importance of 5. Maybe it should be a little bit more. Tough to put my finger on this one, but he was still a starter. He was still, a guard that, could at least provide depth, but I guess he just had too big of a cap hit. So losing him, I am going to say that's a -5 net improvement for the team. We will miss him, but I think we can keep pushing it forward. Last one is Troy Reader. Depth inside linebacker. I gave it 3. Maybe it should be 4, maybe 5. Just a depth piece, though. We can survive without him, but still a little bit of a loss there. Then to our only signing, Eric Kendricks, inside linebacker. This guy is one of the best linebackers in the NFL. I am ecstatic to get this guy. I want more players like him on the team. Give this guy a 9, a positive 9 improvement for the team. Excellent to get him. So happy. And yeah, positive of 9. So now in limbo, I call this like our free agents that we haven't re-signed and nobody else has re-signed either. Kyle Van Noy, importance of 6. He stepped up big. Still kind of a depth piece though. Bryce Callahan, give it also a 6. Same thing. He's a depth piece, but very quality depth. He led our team in interceptions. Maybe even should have been a 7. I don't know, but I'll give it a 6 just because he's not a starter. Braden Fajoko though, give it a 7 because as a defensive tackle, we were 28th in the run defense. I think we turned it on late when he started getting to the field more. Would like to see this guy back. I'm not really sure. If we lose him, that's just another defensive tackle that we need, and we already needed to improve the D line. So, not really sure what's going on here. I'd like to see all these guys come back, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Jalen Guyton, the last notable free agent that we haven't re-signed. Give it a 6, I guess. He has been productive. He tore his ACL, I believe. Yeah, would like to see him back, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. So once you add up all of these, moves that have happened, we have a total change of minus 18 for the team. We have lost 5 pretty solid players and only signed 1 new player, Eric Kendricks. So, a lot of movement, a lot of guys that we need to replace on this team, backups and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're in the red right now as terms of roster quality, I guess you could say. But the offseason is long. The draft is still coming up. We have a lot of stuff to do still. But here's where I think we stand right now. I'm not here to just shower this team with praise. I'm not going to just say that this offseason has been excellent or has even been average. I think, we're down right now. We're down. We're in the red, and we need to fill this out, do better by the time the season starts, by the time the preseason starts. So yeah. Okay. Here's here's our depth chart now. A lot of, backup guys here that kind of like fill this stuff up. In this next, I'm going to go to the next slide right here. I've pretty much I've blanked out the guys that don't really have any impact, left, maybe controversial here, but for the most part, I've just left the starters and the notable backups pretty much. So, yeah, here you can see receiver. We lost Carter. That's a loss to the receiver room. Right guard, we lost 5. That's a -5. Medium hit, but that's still a loss. Eric Kendricks, that's a huge +9, but we also lost Tranquil and Reader, so that's +9 and a -10. That's still down a little bit, but 2 players lost and 1 player gained. He's a great player though, so kind of hard to gauge these things, so bear with me. Take these things with a grain of salt, of course. So yeah, and then free safety, we lost Nasir Adderley, so that's another -6. We've only got 1 new guy, so you can't really say that we're getting better. We're not really getting that much better. Only Eric Kendricks has been brought in to make us better. So yeah, don't mean to beat a dead horse, but we have a lot of work to do. We really do. Look at this lack of depth. So guys, right now we have starters, but we have no depth, and this is football. There's injuries. There's guys coming and leaving. There's guys missing time, and guys that need to step up. Salyer saved our season. That was a backup. So depth is absolutely critical, and we pretty much lack depth everywhere. Conclusion: big addition, Eric Kendricks. Love to have that guy. So happy about that. Then we got losses to Tranquil and other lesser contributors. I think we can overcome these things, but moves need to be made to overcome that. So it leaves holes, but they can be filled, I think. Basically, we're weak at we're thin at everywhere except maybe cornerback. And the ultimate conclusion is we still have a lot to do to complete this roster, and we all know that. Every team has that right now. It's in the middle of the offseason. Hard to give us a grade when it's incomplete. You know, that's like checking your school grades when you're like halfway through the school year, maybe quarter way through the school year. They don't really mean that much. A lot of stuff to still do, but as we stand right now, I'm not here to say that it's been a great offseason. Obviously, Kendrick's very happy again, but you know, that's only one move. And yeah, we have a lot of positions to fill out. Pretty much the entire roster. We're gonna see how Tom Telesco fills this team out. There's a lot of ways to go. You can maybe attack receiver first, attack running back, attack defense, attack safety, tight end. You can go any which way we can, you know, is possible. What I would do is running back, D-line, tight end, and then O-line. Just fill the trenches out, fill that line of scrimmage out, get dudes that are going to give us competition, push for the starting roles. You know, we're not going to let any of these starters get complacent with their starting role. You know, nobody's spot is safe. You know, that's a cliche, but it's so true. And we need to just keep pushing these guys. And I'm also, you know, I'm not here to say this offseason has been great, but I'm also not here to say that, you know, we're looking at a bad season next season. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that, I'm just saying that everything is on the table right now. We might have an amazing season. We might have a bad season, but so far it's looking like little improvement, really. Not much improvement, I don't think. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I'll still be here. Cheers. And that's it. March free agency wrap up for the Chargers. A lot of work to do, getting excited for this draft, and getting excited for the season, you know. Not much news going around, but I'm still here making these videos. I love you guys. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. You know, I think it's important to have different narratives out there on this team, not just listening to the mainstream, to the guys that work for the team. We have to be critical of this team. You can't just accept whatever the hell they put out there. You know, the goal is the Super Bowl. So if you're not getting the Super Bowl, you're not getting close to the Super Bowl, you're failing. And failure is not acceptable. We want to be all happy and stuff, but we got to be realistic. You know, I'm not here to just watch football. I want a Super Bowl. You know, we all want a Super Bowl. We want the best for these players. We want them to reach their highest potential. Justin Herbert deserves that, I think. So, yeah, we got to support him. Anyways, let's freaking bolt up. Let's go. So much more to happen. Let's go. Bolt up. Thank you.